So I picked the advice and I left. And that sustained my home till today. So I don't want to forget that testimony. So in everything, anything that happens, what I think about is the good he has done to me. I don't want to remember the bad he has done to me, because if I start remembering the bad, my marriage will crash.
And that's the only, I think really, in enjoying your marriage, if you keep pondering on the negative side aspect, you will keep seeing negative things, and you keep having migraine, and you keep having troubles in your marriage. As long as you keep dwelling on the positive side of your spouse, you enjoy your home. You are such a wonderful man from all your wives. In fact, I'm trying to pick out that bad that you have been, and you think about it though, there must be one thing that he does that you don't like. So come there, be thinking about it. She had a child. Not all men can marry a woman with a child. I have single friends that have children, but men are not coming because of the children. Wonderful looking sisters, good jobs, good character, but men are not coming because of the child or children. How were you able to overcome that fear and accept the child as your own and still marry her? That means you were married.
Judge her with it.
And you didn't judge her. You didn't judge her at all. How?
People love that opposition.
I know marriage should be union between two people.
Yeah.
And when somebody is once married, that person has to remain married. That is, when you marry, it's supposed to be for better, for worse.
Yeah.
Till death do both of you part. For her case, she was never married. She told me the story. Usually happen to people.
Yeah.
It could have happened to somebody else, and the person would go to the hospital and abort the child, but she didn't. That was a good virtue to some extent. The situation surrounding everything was such that, for me, you would definitely blame that person that it was your fault. You allowed the pregnancy to come in. But what is pregnancy? And at that time she told me, it would have been easy for me to just back out because we had not done anything. We were just good friends. But I saw her beyond whatever must have happened to her in the past.
Did you not go home to think about it?
When she told me, I felt bad because one of the things that came to my mind was, it was as if it was when we knew each other that she did what she did. That was how I felt. But later on, I put it on my mind because the devil always want to bring such negative thoughts inside you. I saw it that she was never married. She was just single. A lot of things like this happen to young ladies. And they can even do worse than that. She didn't do anything wrong. She decided to keep the baby and she had the baby. She was never married. If it was she was married, that would have been a good reason for me to say no. If I do this, I will commit adultery. But God's words never says if somebody gets a child before that person can get married. And so that was the line of thought I had, and said, well, she has never been married. She's a good woman, and to some extent I love her. Why can't I marry her? I just pushed those things behind me. What is there? There's nothing. There's no big deal about it.
Okay, I want to know. She said something about your early years of marriage and you guys were putting things into account, and you got a call from your ex-girlfriend. Okay, what you lied to her? How did you feel when you lied to her and her hurt? How did you feel about it? How did you feel when looking at her face and telling her this is it and this is not it?
Well, first and foremost, one of the things I had in mind when that situation happened, when I received the call, when we got married, I looked at her like one young, innocent woman who I needed to love and continue to love day in, day out and pet. I didn't want her to start having a feeling of the past, because it's easy for a woman to just pick one little thing and she start thinking and try to remember any little situation she want to remember. So when that call came and I received the call, I didn't want her to have a feeling that there is still one ex-girlfriend that calls me.
Okay, you're actually trying to protect her.
I was doing all those things to protect her, so she would not start having that feeling that someday, anytime I go out, I didn't come back on time. So those were the things I was trying to do to protect her from not having that thought in the first place.
Okay.
That's why I just said it's one of mine. In order to push it aside, I didn't know she went as far as looking at me. She had all the bad feelings and everything, but to me, it wasn't like, I didn't feel guilty. I don't know why.
Because you were actually
I was trying to protect her. I never felt guilty. I never felt
You're not
guilty.
doing anything wrong. Doing anything wrong.
No, I just felt that I didn't do anything wrong.
It was just a call from your
Yeah.
girlfriend.
And before that call came, it was a long time before that call came in. We were already separated and she stumbled at my phone number one day and she just decided to call. And it was just a situation where I just got married.
What's the most beautiful, lovely event or moment in your marriage that you can always relate back to? In case there's one tight thing you can just remember, God, see the way somebody can just bring, if maybe people are going through challenge now and you remember that moment, it can just call you back and the bond just come. Because true, in marriage, there are some days that you will not just feel one another. You will not just feel each other no matter how you try. There are some days you just feel like, I'm staying with my brother, I'm staying with my sister. It happens in marriage. And some days you just be in the mood. You just be loving. So those days, in case those lonely days where you feel you actually feel not actually alone, but
Feel like
you don't feel one another. How come? What rekindles your relationship? What gives that spark? What do you remember? What moment do you remember that rekindles your lovey-dovey, onish?
Well, first and foremost, let me quickly say this. I think there are a lot of lovely moments for us. There are so many that you can't pick one particular one. And looking back,
this couple,
the bad times we had didn't last up to 8 months.
because you were remembering the good times.
No, if I say bad times, I mean
Okay.
the time we had bad times was
The stress.
like few months in our marriage.
Okay.
After 6-8 months in our marriage, there was no longer issues. It was so short that we had to do all these things that happened that transpired, the church, the
Because
differences
you know
and
how to
everything.
undo. I
Everything
was
happened within.
you didn't date for long. So you were supposed to have issues for years. For example,
Yeah.
one of our characters is strike, like there's some characters that really has that. So why? How come we just
Him, for me, like I started before, Bible says in the book of Matthew, ask.
we don't hear you?
See, no, you know, when my husband took me his car, I got the message, this is good.
okay, so it was God's
It
confirmation.
was God, because my past experience, anytime I'm praying, if I'm beating, I'm this emotional person. I'm always crying. So I was always sincere and secretive, crying to God. God, you have seen me. I don't want to be a divorcee. I don't want to cry. I don't want to people to see me and see the rag.
So
And so I was always asking God to give me the perfect man. Not just a perfect man, a husband
Thank you for
You
saying.
understand? So, the truth is that I don't think I can remember any bad time. Because where was I when I sent you one message? I just told I always sent him a message. And even when I was
A
pregnant,
lovely message.
yes, when I was pregnant, I remember vividly those days at work. If he's around, I'll just send him a message. This lunch, can we go? I want to have sex with you. Yeah.
Needful. Okay, what
You
what's your
understand?
response?
So,
Sorry,
now-
but let's hear his response. What's usually your response? When you send it to
This time,
let's go for lunch.
I'm ready now. I'm always ready.
Correct one.
So out of the things you said and your question, to sum it up, is I knew at the early stage in marriage that this is for better for worse. I needed to do everything to make it work. The earlier I do it, the better for me. So it was easy for me to forgive. It was easy for me to say forget about what happened yesterday. It was easy for me, even if according to her that I don't say sorry all the
he
time.
doesn't say
I try as much as possible to do things, because I always tell her, hey, even though I tell you sorry and I do the same thing tomorrow, my sorry doesn't make.
That was an
Let me
issue.
tell you the reason why. Let me tell you the
Yes.
reason why. Let me tell you the reason why. There's a situation. Me, I feel I'm very right in this situation. She feels she's very right in that situation. Why will I tell you sorry for what I feel I'm right with and you are not right? She feels the same way. Like, what the thing gets to certain places, or when it hits up and I find out that it's lingering on to somewhere else, I'll push it aside. And
Okay.
I don't need to go back to start telling her sorry. I've never offended her, but I'll start doing the things that make her happy.
Yeah, to get out of it.
So as to get out of it easily, to make her forget about those things. That is my standpoint. For me, the only situation I will tell you sorry is when I know that I actually wrong you and it's clear in my eyes.
And you normally say sorry. Right?
Yeah, but on few occasions, when she feels I'm wrong, I needed to say sorry. Me, I feel she's wrong, she needed to come say sorry. You know, there are a lot of situations like that.
Yes, so yes.
There's so many.
Yeah,
So
so
those are
many.
the things. But if I know I'm actually wrong, I always say, it's okay, sorry, no, sorry. Forget
Yeah.
about what happened. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah, you do things
Then
like
I try to do
The way you
everything
say
possible to
sorry
bring her
is
back
another
from that
form.
mood, to get us back to fellowship again. Those are the things
That's the most important.
Yes.
Most important thing, getting you back
back to
back to
fellowship.
fellowship.
Not
It's
this one is
the same
frowning face,
thing.
the other one is
Yeah,
frowning
yeah.
face. No.